to make sure that the children of immigrants didn't hate them for being the children of immigrants.
Oh God, oh man. What is up YouTube? It is your boy, your poet, Kendrick Youngblood. Today we are reacting to Rupi Kaur. If you don't know her, chances are you've probably heard of her poetry collection Milk and Honey, which really blew up a few years ago. Her poetry at the time, for the most part, wasn't really my cup of tea, but at the end of the day, I was really happy for her success because it let many artists know, including myself, that poetry could actually be something that blows up in the mainstream and is consumed by the public, right? Not just by a select few. So when I heard she got on the Tonight Show and started spitting the spoken word poem, I was really excited about it. It's called Broken English. And Jimmy Fallon, by the way, has actually showcased spoken word artists on the Tonight Show before, so I can clearly tell he's someone who enjoys some good spoken word. I'm really happy about that. I'm sure this one's gonna bang. I've never actually seen her perform anything spoken word style, like on a mic. I've always seen her like read from her collections, you know? So let's get started.
Our next guest is an internationally renowned poet whose upcoming special, Rupi Kaur, live premieres worldwide this Friday, performing her poem, Broken English. Here is Rupi Kaur.
Whoa. Oh man, for a second I thought like her dress had some kind of weird effect to it, but it's really just the image being projected over her. Like that had me tripping for a second. I was like, oh God, that would have been cool though. But I mean, this is still awesome.
I think about the way my father pulled the family out of poverty without knowing what a vowel was. And my mother raised 4 children without being able to construct a perfect sentence.
Ooh, okay, sorry. I know it's only a few seconds in, but many children of immigrants can definitely connect with this poem right here. I'm a child of immigrants, however, Nigeria, where my parents come from, the official language is English, so I don't relate completely. However, a lot of my family did grow up speaking broken English and things like that, including my grandma. So I'm kind of starting to connect with this, you feel me?
And my mother raised 4 children without being able to construct a perfect sentence in English. A discombobulated couple who landed in the new world with hopes that left the bitter taste of rejection in their mouths. No family, no friends, just man and wife. 2 university degrees that meant nothing.
Oh my God. I remember when my parents came into this country, they had degrees. My mom had a master's, for God's sake, and never used it a day in this country. A lot of you whose parents migrated into this country can definitely relate. Your parents just had to start over, you know? Crazy stuff, as if their education from back home doesn't matter. I don't know, it's so whack.
2 university degrees that meant nothing. 1 mother tongue that was broken now. 1 swollen belly with a baby inside, and a father worrying about jobs and rent, 'cause no matter what, this baby was coming. And they thought to themselves for a split second, was it worth it to put all of our money into the dream of a country that's swallowing us whole? And Papa looks at his woman's eyes and sees loneliness living where the iris was. Wants to give her a home in a country that looks at her with the word visitor wrapped around their tongue.
Oh my God. This whole idea of the perpetual foreigner. Ah, man. Ooh, this is hitting hard. And I'm just loving the effects. I know obviously her words are taking center stage and I'm really enjoying what she's spitting. But at the same time, like, I don't know, the whole like visual effects happening on her dress, that's pretty cool, pretty cool.
And when the winter came, they had nothing but the heat of their own bodies to keep the coldness out. They turned a suitcase full of clothes into a life and regular paychecks to make sure that the children of immigrants didn't hate them for being the children of immigrants.
Oh God!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh man! Oh, that hit me from nowhere. I did not see that coming. Yeah, real talk. Do you know how many children, including myself, I remember I used to hate my heritage because people used to make fun of me because of my middle name, right? I take pride in that name now, but yo, back in the day when I was in like first grade and stuff, I used to get bullied so hard for that. And that's what my parents would call me when they dropped me off at school. So I used to resent my Nigerian culture. Meanwhile, like that's something I should take pride in, you know? And I know my parents had that worry, especially because they faced a lot of discrimination for being African as well. Some crazy stuff.
Their eyes were begging for sleep, but we were begging to be fed. And my mouth is full of likes and ums when I look at them, because there are no words in the English language that can articulate that kind of beauty. I can't compact their existence into 26 letters and call it a description. I tried once, but the adjectives needed to describe them don't even exist.
True, and yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yo, oh my God. And like, no shade to English. This is the tool I use to create poetry. I love English, but at the end of the day, it, just as many other languages, have certain limitations and won't be able to express what your mother tongue can, you know? Ah, man. For example, there's some words in Igbo, which is my family's native tongue, that don't translate directly into English, and you can't really get the essence of what someone is trying to say if you were to translate it to English, you know?
I ended up with pages and pages full of words, followed with commas and more words and more commas, only to realize that there are some things in the world so infinite, they could never use a full stop.
Ooh.
So how dare you mock your mother when she opens her mouth and broken English spills out?
Yo, I know a lot of children of immigrants who grow up with like this resentment towards their parents, maybe because their friends make fun of how their parents talk and stuff like that. Yo, look, that's real.
Don't be ashamed of the fact that she split through countries to be here, so you wouldn't have to cross the shoreline. Her accent is thick like honey. Hold it with your life. It's the only thing she has left of home. Don't you stomp on that richness. Kiss the side of her tender cheek. She already knows what it sounds like to have an entire nation laugh when she speaks.
Oh man, the rhyme in there, that was sweet. I didn't see that coming. But yeah, like her accent thick like honey. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Ah, man. Yeah, for real. That's beautiful.
She is more than our punctuation and language. We might be able to paint pictures and write stories, but she made an entire world for herself. So how is that for art?
Ooh. That was nice. The visual effects were really nice too, especially because they complemented a lot of what she was saying. When she was talking about the cold that her parents had to deal with and they didn't have enough money for heater or anything like that, you could see shades of like dark blue around her and even like on her dress, which was really cool that they had the dress act as a sort of like palette for the colors they were painting. Beautiful. Ah, man. Yeah, this was great. Rupi Kaur, if you ever watch this, thank you so much for sharing your poetry, for elevating where poetry can go and what it can do in the mainstream. Look, y'all, this whole idea of the starving, hungry, broke poet, that's not gonna persist, all right? I'm telling you, these next few years are gonna be different. Wow. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Look, if y'all are looking for my Harry Mack reactions, there's one either coming later today or tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Deuces.